I know churches are facing challenges today, and are there challenges that the churches are facing that Christian stores can help them with?
Absolutely, and I think certainly the issue of biblical literacy or illiteracy in the church. There's been a dramatic decline in basic Bible knowledge among Christians. And this is a very difficult thing, because it makes people not only less aware of God's Word, which is a light to our feet, a lamp to our path. Jesus said, "Thy word is truth." And he says the truth will set us free. And there's so many people that are in bondage because they don't know the truth. And how do you live out a truth that you don't know? People need the teaching of God's Word and books that get God's Word in their life. Not only nonfiction books, but really quality fiction that gets people to think in terms of a story, not just their own story, but God's story, what God's doing out there. You know, there are a lot of people today that are into my story. Well, that's great if you are seeing your story in light of God's story, the unfolding drama of redemption, in which you are a character on the stage. What a great thing. But if, on the other hand, you start with my story, or I start with my story can so cloud my vision that I end up starting with it, not seeing God's story, and it eclipses God's story, and my life becomes about me, not about God. So we need to reverse it, and I think Christian bookstores can certainly do that. And one of the things that I suggest Christian bookstores to do is to carry more books that are more positive about the local church. There have been such a rash of books that just beat up on the local church. And by the way, part of a local church that has gone through a real hard time in the last year. And once again, if I had my vote, there are times where, hey, I'd just pack it in and I wouldn't be part of a church anymore. But once again, you know, God never asked my counsel on that. And he said, don't forsake the assembling of yourselves together.